From the Helen Arena in New Bedford, DCTV Sports is proud to present Dartmouth High School Ice Hockey. Today it is the exciting battle between the arch rivals from the town of Dartmouth, Bishop Stang taking on the Dartmouth Indians for the second time this season. I'm Paul Santos along with you for the ride tonight. A couple of stories to talk about today, and that is that the first time these two teams met, it was Dartmouth defeating Stang 2-0, a very, very close game. In fact, it was 1-0 with about a minute and a half left, and Stang took a penalty at the end. Dartmouth got a power play goal at the very, very end to win the game 2-0, but that wasn't indicative of the game. It was really hanging in the balance right to the end. And the second thing is Bishop Stang is playing some solid hockey since then. A much improved team since the first time they played. In fact, Bishop Stang just defeated previously undefeated Nantucket. And not only did they beat them decisively by a score of 5-1. Handing Nantucket their only loss of the season. Nantucket now it's 7-1-1. Meanwhile, the Dartmouth Indians are playing pretty well, but that last game that I was at, which was Cardinal Spellman, the Indians hanging on, and they won 4-3, and Stang actually beat them 8-0. So Stang is definitely playing some great hockey. You saw the Stang bench there. Head coach Ken Govert, assisted by Paul Brosels, Frank Gomes, Ryan Govert. The captains of the Bishop Stang Spartans this year, Brandon Cardelli and Ryan Martin. And, of course, Coach Mike Capello, now in year number 22 as the head coach, 30 years as an assistant coach. You see Brian Rose there, along with Tyler Martin, Derek Martin, Matt Grieve, and Andrew Medeiros, also the assistant coaches as well. A couple of things that should be interesting in this game. You know, last game, very low scoring. I don't know. I suppose that could happen again because the teams tend to play tight checking against the other, but I think we're going to get more scoring than in that last game, which isn't saying much because it was only a 2-0 game. The Indians, you see them there. They have a very potent offense, but in net for Bishop Stang playing some fantastic hockey is actually a gentleman from New Bedford, attends Bishop Stang, and that is Braden Bennett, a sophomore. Meanwhile, Dartmouth's J.P. Kearney, the senior, has been playing solid in net for the Dartmouth Indians. So I think the goaltenders, as is always the case, are going to be called upon to make some saves tonight. That could be the difference in the game. We will see. So will Stang be able to carry that confidence? Well, that man right there, the senior J.P. Kearney, is he going to be able to have a big game tonight, which is going to need to shut down the much improved Stang offense. Meanwhile, Braden Bennett in net for the Bishop Stang Spartans, playing some stellar hockey between the pipes for Bishop Stang. So we're just about set for the game here tonight. Some limited attendance here. Some of the Stang parents allowed in, some of the Dartmouth parents allowed in, but very limited. No students. So we're glad to have you watching live right here on Dartmouth Community Media. Face-off won by the Indians. Kyle Charbonneau had a great game against Cardinal Spellman with a couple of goals on senior day in the first period. Puck flipped out here by the Indians. It slides down to the Ben Saunders and the Stang end, and now it's Howarth. He had a goal in the last game. Collected here by Brandon Cardelli. Winding up here now is Saunders for Bishop Stang. Into the offensive end. Gains the red line. Tries to get into the Dartmouth end. Collected here by Reed Martin for Dartmouth. Dartmouth end, Bishop Stang. It's a great take here locally. Usually a packed house of about 1,200 people in here. But because of the pandemic, last game we had nobody in here. And this game here, some limited attendance allowed by some of the parents, which is great. And we're happy to be able to bring these games live on Dartmouth Community Media. Now a chance here for Saunders. Centering pass to the middle. Backhander wide of the net. Simmons behind the net. He had a really solid game for Bishop Stang in that last one. Not on the score sheet, but he was everywhere. Quinn Pine now for Stang. It's flipped out by Dartmouth. It slides down into the Bishop Stang end, and it's going to be icing and an offensive zone faceoff coming up right now for Bishop Stang. You know, that last game, there was an icing followed by an offensive zone faceoff. And the next thing you know, the puck was in the net. So these icings, sometimes they're overlooked, but the faceoffs, if you could win one in the offensive end, and if you lose one in your own defensive end, sometimes that can be a huge turn of events in the game. Here's the faceoff won by the Indians. It's played around behind the net. Indians move it out. Here comes Reed Martin. Martin up ahead to Freites. J.C. Freights now trying to get to the middle. And he is knocked down behind the net. Now on the far side, kept in here by Caniff. Centering pass, intercepted by Saunders. And that's actually Marshall. Marshall plays it out. Here's Simmons. Simmons moving through the neutral zone. Into the offensive end. Puck behind the net. Played around here by the Indians. That's Luke Caniff. Now collected by Dartmouth. Long pass up ahead. Howarth chips it ahead. Going back to get it right now is Seamus Marshall. Marshall with a beautiful pass. Up on the wing, Ryan Barrows slides it down for Stang. Behind the net, the Indians. That's Josh Nelson looking to move it out. Bouncing puck in the faceoff circle. Ryan Barrows looking to play it down deep. Intercepted in front of the net by Kyle Charbonneau. He'll bank it out on the near side. Up and down action so far between Dartmouth and Bishop Stang. Now the Indians change up. Sam Caniff, the senior, slides it down. Ben Saunders behind his own goal for Bishop Stang. Long pass by everybody. And it's going to be icing against Bishop Stang. 12:35 to go here in the first period. Dartmouth and Stang on DCTV. There's a look at senior goaltender J.P. Kearney for the Indians. Really a great story. 2 years ago, I hadn't had any action in net. Was the backup goaltender, and then he came in one game kind of shaky, but then last year really elevated his game, taking the Indians to the South Sectional Championship game. Now a chance here for the Indians. Actually, Gouveia to the net. Great save by Kearney. A great chance for Bishop Stang and Justin Gouveia. Now another follow-up chance here by Tyler Beck. Now a wrist shot through. Glove save by Kearney. And he'll hang on. What a terrific rush by number 23, Justin Gouveia. Gouveia breaking down the far side to the net. And look at that. Tries to pick the spot. Looking to get the rebound, Tyler Beck. But then the puck was cleared out. And then Kearney making another save. So a huge save there by the senior goaltender, J.P. Kearney. Howarth now for the Indians. Down deep. Ben Saunders back to get it now for Stang. Up through the neutral zone. Gouveia couldn't break out that time. And now Nick Howarth back the other way. Howarth gets a bounce. Howarth to the net. In front. Save by Bennett. Oh, a great save by Brandon Bennett. The puck bounced in the air. Now a wrist shot through. Blocked in front and deflected wide by Brandon Cardelli. Behind the net, Reed Martin. The ends looking to jockey for position. Can't do it. Ryan Martin up in the wing. Out through the neutral zone. Blasted right back in by Dartmouth. Around behind the net. Played up on the wing by Ben Saunders. Saunders moves it out. Taken away by Caniff. He backhands it wide of the net. Now it's Freights. Freights to the middle. Wrist shot. Saved by Bennett. And he ties it up. Nice save there by Bennett as he closed up the 5-hole and made the save. Now look at this. One of the more dangerous players for the Indians. I had some before. J.C. Freights, the junior, puts it right on net. And Brandon Bennett closes up the 5-hole. Face off now to the left of Bennett. Behind the net, Seamus Marshall. A long pass through the neutral zone. Stopped here by Sam Caniff. Indians moving into the offensive end. Gamache at center ice. And now it's Seamus Marshall for Bishop Stang. On the near side, Quinn Pine. Pass up ahead, Jack Jedry. Jedry, nice pass to the middle, looking for Quinn Pine. And looks like the play was offside at the offensive blue line. And the faceoff will be outside of the Dartmouth Indian blue line. Up and down action, and both goaltenders, J.P. Kearney for Dartmouth and Braden Bennett for Bishop Stang, called upon to make some early saves. Faceoff will be at center ice, is the call by the officials. Seamus Marshall, Jedry through the neutral zone. Stopped here by Reed Martin of the Indians. Martin with a wrist shot wide of the net. Long rebound near side. Freights back to the point. Wrist shot through by Nelson. Saved by Bennett. Freights has to go outside to center ice to regroup. Banks it down into the Stang end where Dylan Aguiar takes over. Quinn Pine through the neutral zone. Here's Jack Jedry. Jedry takes the hit from Sam Caniff. It goes behind the net. Stopped here by Josh Nelson. Josh Nelson drilled that time by Jedry. Right wing corner. Another hit that time by Jedry. Nick Howarth into the offensive end. Stopped here by Simmons. Aiden Simmons for Stang. Kept in here by Charbonneau for Dartmouth, and he slides it down. Ben Saunders behind the net. Ryan Martin, long pass up ahead. Here's Govea. Center ice. Quinn Pine. Couldn't move it into the offensive end. Indians slide it down deep. Behind the net now. Kai Andrade. Just the freshman in the corner, battling, trying to dig it out for Dartmouth. Back to the point it goes. Here's a blast through a screen. Saved that time by Bennett. Shot that time by Jamison Lima from the point. Blocker saved by Bennett, and the puck goes all the way down to the Dartmouth end. Jamison Lima. Kyle Charbonneau, the senior. Out through the neutral zone, and a chance here for Kai Andrade, the freshman. Andrade brought down that time by Martin on a back check. The senior. Ryan Martin getting back that time. Now the Indians couldn't get the shot off as that was Gamache. Fired back in right now by Charbonneau. Up and down action here between Dartmouth and Stang. Martin. Long pass down. Right by everybody, and it's going to be a clear icing that time by Bishop Stang. Now some great opportunities at both ends of the ice. Stang and Dartmouth. But so far, Kearney in the Dartmouth net and Bennett in the Stang net equal to the task. Couple shots from the point. Indians couldn't get a screen in front of Bennett. Face-off won this time by Bishop Stang. Seamus Marshall. Long pass up ahead. Govea trying to break. Now follow up here by Stang. To the circle. Out in front. Score! Brandon Cardelli. And it's 1-0 Bishop Stang. There's a beautiful pass by Bishop Stang. That was Tyler Beck getting it across to Brandon Cardelli. So it's Cardelli from Beck. And a 1-0 Bishop Stang lead. What a great pass. Kearney had no chance on that, as Beck made a tremendous pass out in front to Cardelli, and Cardelli put it away. So it's 1-0 in favor of Stang. Now it's Marshall. Seamus Marshall clears it behind the net. Stopped by Govea. Govea knocked down. Centering pass at the point. Wrist shot through. Saved by Kearney. And Kearney hangs on as Seamus Marshall got a dangerous shot from the blue line. Was Stang turning up the pressure over the last few minutes. And we'll take a look at the puck coming back to 33 right there. Seamus Marshall gets it on net. Kearney saw it all the way, and Kearney is able to make the save. Jack Jedry now to take the faceoff against Reed Martin to the right of Kearney. 1-0 Stang. And the faceoff back to the point. Marshall lays it all the way around the right wing side. Josh Nelson goes back to get it. Nelson is drilled in the corner that time by Quinn Pine. Centering pass goes back to Marshall. Marshall with a shot. Saved by Kearney. And a big pile up there, sort of in the crease area, as Stang looking to get the rebound. But right now, Stang is all over the Indians. After they got that goal, Marshall from the point, he's been firing the shot. Here's a shot wide of the net by Quinn Pine. Indians trying to break Howarth. And J.C. Freights. J.C. Freights goes in the corner with a hard hit. Indians keep it in to the circle. Martin tries to get it down to Freights. Freights has it. Freights to the net. Freights blocked in front. Nice block in front by Jack Jedry. Jedry knocked down here by Nelson. Nelson plays it down to J.C. Freights. Freights in the corner. Avoids the hit from Jedry. Cousineau for Bishop Stang, looking to move it out. Jack Jedry behind the net for Stang. Up on the wing. Simmons gets knocked down that time by Caniff. Caniff and Simmons looking to dig it out. Now Howarth. Howarth stolen. Chance here for Simmons. Simmons breaking down the wing. A blast. Glove save by Kearney. Oh, Simmons let that one go. Now Martin. Long pass. tipped into the offensive end by Simmons. Up and down action here at the headland between the two Dartmouth schools. Puck fired wide of the net. Martin for Stang in the corner. Up on the wing. The Indians come out with it. Nope, taken away. Stang back the other way. Kept in momentarily here by Charbonneau. Now Caniff to Charbonneau. Back to Sam Caniff. Off the boards. Backhanded in by the Indians. Alertly off the bench. That's Joey Pacheco. Now it's Charbonneau. Save that time by the goaltender Bennett as Charbonneau. Kyle, the senior, getting a shot from the circle. And here's Bennett between the pipes for Stang, making another nice stop on the Indians. Charbonneau with 2 goals in that game against Cardinal Spellman right in the first period on senior day. Out to center ice it goes. Right back in. Charbonneau fires it down, and Seamus Marshall for Bishop Stang winds up for the Spartans, and here he comes. Up ahead, looking for Tyler Beck. Beck into the offense, and Beck out in front. Deflected wide. Beck tried to slide it across, and it looked like it hit a skate. Now a centering pass. To the high slot it goes. Shot through wide of the net. Collected here by Charbonneau. Indians look to move it out through the neutral zone. Stopped here by Marshall. Slides it down deep. Evan Moniz tried to break out for Dartmouth a moment ago. Moniz takes the hit that time from Cardelli. Backhander through. Score! Aiden Simmons, and it's 2-0 Stang. Take a look at this backhander. And the backhander was fired through that time by Tyler Beck. Tyler Beck got the goal, number 28, with 5:14 to go. Tyler Beck makes it 2-0, and Stang has exploded for 2 here in the first period. Well, we had been hearing the Stang has been playing some fantastic hockey over the last few weeks. And, of course, they lost to Dartmouth earlier in the season. They just beat an undefeated team. And not only did they beat an undefeated team, they beat the undefeated team handily in Nantucket, 5-1. So the Dartmouth bench is quarreling with the location of this faceoff. And so one of the officials is over there discussing it with Coach Capello, just looking for an explanation. Brandon Cardelli from Tyler Beck getting the first goal, and then Tyler Beck on the backhander from the slot. 2 goals by Bishop Stang about 3 minutes apart. So the explanation has been given in the faceoff now to the right of Kearney. There's a shot, and that one almost went in right off the faceoff. Centering pass, one-timer, Gendry couldn't get the shot off. Now Martin with a shot through, that's wide. Now Saunders couldn't get it. There's another wrist shot, saved by Kearney. The Indians under siege. And we now have a whistle. I believe it was a hand pass. And the faceoff will be outside the Dartmouth Indian blue line. Oh, now they're saying it's all the way down the other end here. Faceoff will be to the right of Bennett. Dartmouth under complete siege here by Bishop Stang in the first period. Complete explosion. John Gamache taking the faceoff now for the Indians. Martin in the corner behind the net. Centering pass out in front, right through the goal mouth. Martin for Bishop Stang now for an opportunity to break out of their own end. Ben Saunders through the neutral zone. Fires it down wide of Kearney. John Gamache goes back to get it for the Indians. At center ice, it's Martin. Ryan Martin slides it down behind the net. Looks like the play was offside of the blue line. 4:19 to go in the first. And Bishop Stang has turned up the heat over the last 6-7 minutes, and they have a 2-0 lead over the Indians. Faceoff will be directly in front of the Dartmouth Indian bench. Reed Martin to take it for the Indians. Against Brandon Cardelli. He's on the board tonight. Freights moving into the offensive end. Puck at the blue line. Teams jockeying for position. Now in the center ice area. Down it goes. Here's Marshall. Marshall with a spin move. A breakout here now for Tyler Beck. Tyler Beck down in the corner behind the net. Follows Nelson into the corner. Now behind the net. Taken away by Nelson. Nelson up ahead to Freights. Chips it out to the center ice area. Dylan Aguiar across. Marshall back to get it. Charbonneau pursued by Tyler Beck. Now goes all the way down. Here's Dylan Aguiar. Stopped here by Howarth. Howarth checked from behind at the last second. Nice play that time by Tyler Beck. Now going down to get it behind the net. Big hit behind the net as it was Reed Martin delivering the hit for Dartmouth. Dylan Aguiar up in the wing. Couldn't clear at the moment. The Indians on the forecheck. Sam Caniff goes hard into the offensive end, but it's Stang trying to move it out. Joey Pacheco on the forecheck. Pacheco plays it down deep. John Gamache goes behind the net against Dylan Aguiar. Comes around the corner. The Indians have it. Larrabee. There's a blast by number 21, John Gamache, and a save that time by Braden Bennett. 2:46 to go here in the first. 2-0 Bishop Stang. And there's a look at John Gamache, number 21, as he got a pretty good shot on that time. Face off now to the right of Bennett. Loose puck in the slot. Shot. And it hits the side of the net. On the near side, Bishop Stang. A battle. 4 players there looking to dig it out. Ryan Martin comes out with it. Trevor Weeks into the offensive end. No icing. Behind the net. Dartmouth Indian player taken down on a nice body check. Another big hit on the boards. Here is a collision that time between Kai Andrade and Quinn Pine. Now the Indians move it out. Luke Caniff. Sam Caniff. Played down into the offensive end. Martin. Forechecking is Charles Camisa. Now a chance here for Stang. Josh Nelson goes out with the poke check. Now in the corner goes Tyler Beck. He's got a goal tonight. Centering pass. Back to the point. There's Weeks. Weeks with a shot. Stopped that time by Kearney. Up on the wing. Howarth couldn't get it out. Weeks still has it. Weeks tries to throw it at the net. Blocked in front. Now the Indians skated out. There's a chance here for Freights. Freights couldn't cut to the middle on Martin. Freights goes around the other side. Tries to put it out in front. Loose puck. Covered up by Bennett. And Bennett will cover up with 1:27 to go here in the first period. Face off to the left of Bennett. Here comes Marshall. Marshall makes a move at the blue line. Marshall throws it out in front. Bouncing puck. Here comes Nelson on the counterattack. Nelson weaving into the offensive end. Nelson to the net. Nice to backhand it in front. Stopped by Bennett. He kept the stick down on the ice. And that was Gouvier. He went to flip it in, but it went up on the Dartmouth Indian bench. And a faceoff will be called here with 1 minute and 1 second left in the first period. Faceoff will be right at center ice. Jack Jedry taking the draw against John Gamache. It goes down the Indian end, and Sam Caniff winds up behind his own net. And next goal is going to be big. Knocked down here by Saunders. He slides it down. That's Seamus Marshall, rather. Caniff behind his own goal. Big hit there by Jedry. Pacheco couldn't move it out. Kept in by Seamus Marshall. Goes behind the net. Sam Caniff. Caniff through the neutral zone. Stopped here. The Indians on the follow-up. Down deep goes Larrabee. Jedry back the other way for Stang, picking up Simmons. Jedry with a shot, saved by Kearney. Simmons tried to get the rebound, but Kearney hangs on with 16.5 to go in the first period. Nice rush here by Jack Jedry. You see him picking up Simmons, but he goes for the wrist shot, tries to use the defenseman as a screen. J.P. Kearney got a good look at that one and made the save. John Gamache will take the face-off here for the Dartmouth Indians. Loose puck. Indians looking to control, clear it around. Stopped here by Saunders. Saunders tried to get one last shot off before the period expires. Nelson will take it behind his own net, and the first period will expire. In a big period here for Bishop Stang. Game started out kind of close in terms of both teams with opportunities, but then with 8:36 to go in the first, it was Brandon Cardelli from Tyler Beck to make it 1-0 Bishop Stang. And then it was Tyler Beck on a nice backhander from the high slot that gives Bishop Stang a 2-0 lead. So we'll see if the Indians come back in period number 2. You're watching Dartmouth High School hockey live on Dartmouth Community Media from the Hetland Memorial Skating Rink. And we'll be back with second period action in a moment right here on Dartmouth Community Media. We are live at the Headland Memorial Skating Rink in New Bedford. DCTV, Dartmouth Community Media, presenting Dartmouth High School Ice Hockey. And Stang is leading the Indians by a score of 2-0. It was Brandon Cardelli from Tyler Beck and Justin Govea with 8:36 to go in the first period to make it 1-0. And then about 3 minutes later, with 5:14 to go in the first, it was Tyler Beck from Justin Govea to make it 2-0. And I'll tell you, there was a point there where about 5, 6, 7 minutes into the period where there was an explosion by Stang, and they were all over Dartmouth. They got 2 goals, but they probably had 2 other glittering opportunities. Could have easily been 3 or 4-0. There's Simmons now for Stang into the offensive end. He's tripped up by Lima, no call. Back the other way, Freites up ahead to Reed Martin. No icing. Martin all the way down, tries to center it out in front. Indians in the corner. Howarth. Nick Howarth. It's hit that time by Saunders. Taken away. Martin. Now a blast here by Howarth. Blocked in front. Saved by Bennett. And Reed Martin was in front of the net trying to get the rebound. The net came off its moorings, but Indians unable to get the puck past Bennett. And we'll have a face-off to the left of Bennett in that Bishop Stang net. Indians coming out here with an opportunity in the opening moments of period number 2. Face-off Marshall through center ice. Justin Govea into the offensive end. In the left wing corner, Tyler Beck bouncing puck. Now collected here by the Indians. And play was offside at the offensive blue line as Joey Pacheco was moving in. So far, no penalties. 2 minutes into the second period, neither team has had a power play. Sometimes that can be important as both these teams with good power plays. Josh Nelson down behind the net. Plays it around on the near side. Joey Pacheco looking to move it out. On the forecheck that time was Brandon Cardelli. Played on the near side, Nelson. Nelson up to Joey Pacheco, and here he comes. Pacheco slides it down. It was wide of the net, so it's going to be icing against Dartmouth. And once again, we have a face-off down here on the Dartmouth Indian end. A couple of early icings early here in the second period. Dartmouth really needs to regroup here because they found themselves back on their heels by this relentless Bishop Stang attack, a team that's been playing with great confidence over the past few weeks. Ryan Barrows gets it behind the net, but now the Indians. Through center ice. Here's Freites. Freites trying to make a move. Can't get by Martin. Ben Saunders back the other way. Hit that time by number 17. It's Eli Akella. Now behind the net. Nick Howarth through the neutral zone. Reed Martin trying to get by Ryan Martin. J.C. Freites on the corner for the Indians. Sam Caniff down there for Dartmouth, but Ryan Martin behind the net now for Stang. Nice little pass through the neutral zone. Chipped ahead that time by Ryan Barrows. Now Freites looking for help. Wing to wing. Looking to get it across to Bichot. Martin, hard pass right across the front of the net. Long pass ahead. Trying to get a tip that time was Quinn Pine, but the officials indicate that there was no tip. And it's an icing against Bishop Stang and a face-off down at the Bishop Stang end. Coaches will always say that third goal is the biggest because it makes it either 3-0 or 2-1. Seamus Marshall now for Stang. Down on net, Kearney sticks it aside. Simmons with a follow-up shot, deflected wide. Caniff. Caniff stolen. Jedry, shot goes wide. Oh, Jack Jedry. Pickpockets. And had a great opportunity. Here's Jedry again. Spin around shot wide of the net. Stang putting the pressure on again. Here's a wrist shot through by Simmons, and it goes over the crossbar. Now Weeks all the way around on the near side. Seamus Marshall taken away, and the puck is cleared out, and Weeks goes back to get it. Once again, Stang with a flurry of offense. Too far ahead of Quinn Pine, and it's going to be an icing against Bishop Stang. So let's take a look at this offensive attack here by Stang. The puck was taken away by Jedry, and Jedry got a shot on net, and a great save that time by Kearney. Jedry with a great opportunity for Bishop Stang there. Taking the face off for Dartmouth this time will be John Gamache. A blast through by Lima off the glove of Bennett. The Indians, wrist shot. That goes wide of the net. Joey Pacheco down deep. Around the corner it goes. Here's Caniff. Tried to move it out in front. Brandon Cardelli out through the neutral zone. Fired right back in here by the Indians. Behind the net, Ben Saunders. Played down deep here by Tyler Beck. Great game he's had so far. Jamison Lima all the way around. Far side. The Indians looking to move it out. Backhander wide of the net. Great effort that time by Reed Martin. Larrabee taken away by Brandon Cardelli. Cardelli hit by Caniff. Fired back in here by the Indians as they try to pick up some offense. J.C. Freites goes hard into the right wing corner. Back to the point. Jamison Lima fights to keep it in. Govea couldn't break out. Loose puck at the slot. Pass across the Reed Martin from Freites. Now a blast. That goes high and wide. Up and out of play. And a face-off in the Stang end. Indians answering back with some offense, but not really able to get a great shot on goaltender Bennett. Howarth, Freites, and Martin, the Dartmouth line out there, along with Sam Caniff and Josh Nelson. Jack Jedry to take the draw against Martin. Stopped here. Nelson to the net, tip, score! Nick Howarth, and it's 2-1. There's a terrific deflection as the puck was kept in at the point, and look at Nelson getting it to the net, and a redirect by Howarth. So it's going to be Howarth from Nelson. With 10:16 to go here in the second period. And that was really tough shot for the goaltender with the change in direction and the puck slowing down from high speed. J.P. Kearney makes the glove save, but he'll hang on that time. Now Nelson taking the shot, the puck coming in at high speed, and then not only was it tipped, but then it was slowed down, and all of a sudden it was just going in like a changeup. And it was a very difficult save there for Bennett. So 2-1. Great game here. Dartmouth and Stang as usual. Face off to the left of Kearney. Indians answering the bell here in the early going of period number 2 to get back in the game. Big hit. Oh, what an immense hit by Simmons on Pacheco. Center ice area. Puck down in the Stang end. Seamus Marshall. Banked across. Like the puck was fired in after it came outside the line, so it wasn't offside. Face off outside the Bishop Stang blue line. So Stang with an offensive flurry in the first period, getting the 2 goals. They did have a couple of chances early in the second, but then the Indians came back with that last goal. And here's Howarth trying to make a move on Martin. Couldn't do it. Back the other way comes Stang. Here's Heikala. Jamison Lima delivers the hit on the near boards, but play was offside at the blue line, so the faceoff right down in front of us. Take a look at that Bishop Stang bench. You see head coach Ken Govea, teacher over at New Bedford High School. Assistant coaches Paul Brossells, Frank Gomes, Ryan Govea. Puck slides in there on J.P. Kearney, and he'll hang on. We had heard that Stang had been playing some great hockey over the last few weeks. The first time these two teams played, it was right out of the gate. The teams hadn't had a lot of practice time, and I don't think the teams really were able to really get in full speed. Stang ended up losing the game 2-0. And now Stang is on a roll. Wrist shot through, blocked in front. Joey Pacheco with a nice block that time on the shot by Ben Saunders. And here's Ben now. Saunders in on goaltender Kearney, and Kearney will hang on. Face off coming up to the left of Kearney. Our next game right here on DCTV, Dartmouth taking on Durfee Thursday at 5 o'clock if you're watching this live. That'll be followed by a game against Bridgewater Raynham. That's Friday at 5 o'clock. And Bridgewater Raynham next Tuesday. And then next Thursday, another game was added, and that is Martha's Vineyard. All the games right here at Dartmouth Community Media. Now Reed Martin. Martin on the far side, stopped here by Stang. Chipped out to the center ice area. JC Freights now for Dartmouth. Now it's Nelson. Center ice. Tyler Beck. Howarth. Now Beck for Stang. Beck hit that time by John Gamache. Sam Caniff behind his own net. Josh Nelson, excuse me. Nelson around behind the net. Sam Caniff loses an edge. Brandon Cardelli now for Stang. Tries to take advantage. Now out of the corner. Martin with a shot through. Saved by Kearney. Now on in front. Marshall. Follow up by Martin. Bouncing puck. Quinn Pine taking that rebound. Charging full speed at the net. But it was taken away by the Indians and iced. 7 minutes into period number 2. 8 minutes to go in the period, and it's 2-1 Bishop Stang. Face off down here near J.P. Kearney. Jedry on the draw. Jedry to the net. Saved by Kearney. Jedry won the face-off and carried the puck directly to the net. Cullen Larrabee out through center ice. Stopped here by Caniff. Caniff slides it down. Taken here by Seamus Marshall. Up and out of play. Went right up on the netting over there. And a face-off to the right of Bennett. Now Jack Jedry winning the face-off. You don't see that too often. Win the face-off. Usually you win the face-off by drawing it back to the point. He won the face-off, took it right by everybody, and got a shot on Kearney. Reed Martin against Jedry. Stang trying to make a counterattack. Slid down here by Luke Caniff. Seamus Marshall on the near side. Marshall goes down. Officials letting them play. No penalties so far halfway through the game. Jack Jedry. Stopped here by Nick Howarth. Howarth all the way around. Indians trying to keep it in the offensive end. Freights still with it. Trying to get it out in front, looking for Howarth. Now Reed Martin plays it across. Caniff for the shot. Blocked in front that time by Simmons. Now here's a chance here for Marshall. Stopped. Howarth couldn't get it. Now it's Howarth. Howarth to the net. Blocked in front. Marshall backhands it out. Goes all the way down, and it's played there by Kearney. Nelson plays it up. Luke Caniff moves it out through the center ice area. Freights with it now for the Indians. Freights makes a move at center ice. Freights into the corner. Plays it out in front. Tipped, and it's deflected wide. Great opportunity that time by the Indians. Joey Pacheco. Jamison Lima cutting in front of the net. Now behind the net, it's Ryan Martin for Stang. Caniff. Couldn't control. Right wing corner. Now Ryan Martin. High speed game between these two highly competitive teams from Dartmouth. Caniff goes deep into the right wing corner. Sam Caniff, the senior, plays it back to the point. Here's a blast through. Glove saved by Bennett. Off the stick of Lima, and he'll hang on with 5:47 to go here in period number 2. Definitely some ebbs and flows in this game. The offensive explosion by Stang, the answer by Dartmouth, but the next goal will be huge. In the slot, a blast. Oh, he couldn't get good wood on it. That was Camisa. Now it goes back. Here's Larrabee with a shot. Tipped. It's deflected over the crossbar. Centering pass. Knocked aside that time by Brandon Cardelli. Puck goes up and out of play, and a faceoff down to the Stang end. Well, the Indians generating some offense there, really moving the puck around. A lot of passes, a lot of speed, heads-up hockey. Reed Martin ready to take this faceoff. Loose puck. Martin could get the shot off, a backhander wide. Now we're seeing Caniff to the net. That's deflected behind the net. Weeks down there for Stang. Avoids the hit. Howarth for the Indians. Howarth. Now shot goes wide by Freites. Caniff behind the net. Here's Freites for the Indians. Comes out of the corner with it. Freites. Shot weak and wide, but now Sam Caniff with the follow-up. Caniff all the way around. Martin out in front. Bouncing puck. We have a whistle. Looked like one of the Dartmouth Indian players slow to get up. Sam Caniff is now up and skating back to the bench. Stoppage in play. Face-off to the left of Braden Bennett with 4:48 to go in the second period. Jack Jedry with a face-off now against John Gamache. Josh Nelson behind the net. Simmons, wing to wing. Chance here for Stang, but Caniff goes back to get it. Quinn Pine. Big collision on the near side, and Nelson takes down Pine. Joey Pacheco. Now a follow-up here by Larrabee, and the play is offside at the Bishop Stang blue line with 4:20 to go here in the second period. Jack Jedry against Dartmouth's John Bichot. Against the glass, puck down on the Dartmouth Indian end. Jameson Lima for Dartmouth. Larrabee, Caniff, Kai Andrade, a freshman, couldn't break. Charles Camisa, there's a shot through, saved by Bennett. Jameson Lima got a shot. There's a follow-up, bouncing puck in front of the net. And taken away here by Stang. Here's Simmons. Jedry out in front looking for Simmons. Bouncing puck. Lima takes it behind the net. Now Jedry to the net. He scores! Jack Jedry. 3-1 Bishop Stang. Watch this play here. The puck came loose and Jedry with a couple of dekes. And then he just went upstairs with the backhander. Jack Jedry, a Dartmouth player, and he is playing on Stang, and he goes with that backhander. And it's 3-1 Stang. That goal was huge because Dartmouth was trying to work their way back into it after falling behind 2-0. And that was a big goal for Stang. Nelson up through the center ice area. Nelson plays it back. Stopped here by Sam Caniff. Caniff into the offensive end. Freites couldn't get it. Reed Martin. And the puck is in and out of the blue line. Over and back. Offside. Face-off outside of the blue line. Now, Jack Jedry, individual play. I think that's probably going to be an assist. I'll have to check at the end of the period. But the puck came loose. Looked like one of the Dartmouth players was going to get it. But then Jedry had it. And what a couple of nice moves. As he cut to the slot, went to the backhander, and just lifted it up over Kearney. to give Stang a 3-1 lead. Heikkila goes right by everybody. No icing. Bichot lays it around. John Gamache. Behind the net, Caniff. Sam on the move. To the offensive end. Tries to go right through everyone. Bouncing puck in the slot. Indians couldn't get a follow-up to that. Howarth. It's drilled in the center ice area by number 10, Noah Gridson. It's going to be a hit from behind. And the Dartmouth Indians will be going on the power play. First penalty of the game. And it's going against number 10, Noah Gridson. So he's in the penalty box. Big opportunity. They're calling a 5-minute major for hitting from behind. So this is huge as the Indians are going to be on the power play for 5 minutes. And even if they score a goal, Stang doesn't get the player back. The Indians will have these last couple minutes of the period. There's a shot high and wide of the net and a couple minutes to start the third period. Almost like a must-goal situation. Cardelli, and just to get it out to center ice. Freites being bothered. Goes down, stopped, backhanded out that time by Brandon Cardelli. 2 minutes to go in the second period. Elson. Indians on the power play. 5-minute major. Puck slides down. Blasted out. Not all the way out. Now it's Tyler Beck. Down Josh Nelson. Stopped here, Howarth. Nice job here by Stang so far on the kill. Here's Howarth. Howarth gets taken down and checked. Now Marshall blasts it all the way around, goes right by everybody. And the first minute of the 5 killed off already without any kind of opportunity by the Indians. Sam Caniff up ahead, looking for John Gamache. In the right wing corner. Indians trying to set up. Marshall, Gamache, Joey Pacheco. And the puck is tied up in the corner. We'll have a face-off. The officials are encouraged to stop play if there is a group of players in the corner. We'll take a look at the hit right here. He just turned his body at the last second. It was right in front of the bench. And the officials choosing to call the hit from behind. Sam Caniff keeps it in. Wrist shot through. That is high and wide as it was deflected wide as Cullen Larrabee looking to get it on net. Here's Caniff. Now Freites. Back to Caniff. Caniff with a shot. Blocked in front. Simmons breaks out. A short-handed breakaway. Knocked down by number 4, Freites. He had to do it, and a penalty coming up against Freites. Freites came back, and is he calling a penalty shot? He is. He's calling a penalty shot. Oh, wait a minute. I thought I saw the signal. We'll see. There was a timeout. Let's take a look at it again. Here's the big mistake that Freites made. He was trying to get in there to get the poke check against Aiden Simmons, but the problem is he wrapped his arm around him. So Aiden Simmons will get a penalty shot. With 30 seconds left here in the period, this is huge because Stang leads 3-1. Even though the Indians have this power play, Stang has an opportunity to really hurt the Indians here with a goal. So it'll be Aiden Simmons. With a penalty shot against goaltender J.P. Kearney. And here comes Simmons. In on Kearney. Shot is wide of the net as Kearney forces the shot wide. So the Indians dodge a bullet there. You're almost better off with a penalty shot than you would have been with 2 minutes at even strength before you get your power play back with, the Stang player not scoring. So now the Indians still have 3 minutes to go on the power play. 30 seconds here in the second period and then 2.5 minutes to start the third. It was kind of ironic that they were almost better off with a penalty shot. So face off now to the right of Kearney. So far, Stang has done an outstanding job here killing the penalty. There's Simmons. Reed Martin now for Dartmouth. 20 seconds left in the period. Freights. Puck bounced ahead. Martin goes down to get it. Reed Martin, 15 seconds left in the period. Plays it back. Here's Caniff. Caniff with a shot. Blocked in front. 10 seconds left. We have a penalty coming up against Stang. It's a delayed call. This is going to wind down the period. It's going to be a holding penalty against Stang, and that's going to give the Dartmouth Indians 2 minutes of 5-on-3 because there's still 2 minutes and 35 seconds left on the major penalty. So that is going to be huge to have 2 minutes at 5-on-3. So scoring here in the second period, Cowarth scored from Josh Nelson to make it 2-1 as Dartmouth cut the Stang lead in half. But then Jack Jedry with a nasty backhander, top shelf coming out of the corner, made it 3-1 Stang. But it should be an interesting first couple minutes of the third period as Dartmouth has 2 full minutes of 5-on-3 to start period number 3 to try to cut into that Stang lead. At the end of 2, it is Stang 3 and Dartmouth 1. Exciting third period action coming up next here on Dartmouth Community Media. We are back at the Headland Arena in New Bedford. Third period action live on Dartmouth Community Media. Paul Santos, happy to have you looking in today here on Dartmouth Community Media. J.P. Kearney, the senior goaltender, in net for the Indians. And we had a stretch of time where Stang was really all over the Dartmouth Indian net. They got 2 goals in the first period. Cardelli and Tyler back. Howarth answered back for the Indians, and Jack Jedry for Bishop Stang. The Indians now with a great opportunity. You see that Dartmouth Indian bench, I'm sure, in between periods. Was told to the Indians they have a 2-minute 5-on-3. And then even if they score a goal, they'll have 5-on-4 the rest of the way because there'll be the remainder of the major penalty to Noah Grigson, who's in the box for the hit from behind. And it was Martin who got the other penalty after that, the 2-minute minor. So here's the 5-on-3. Really feels like a must-goal situation for the Indians. Here's Fates in the corner. Fates plays it back. Reed Martin. Caniff to the net. Shot blocked in front. And it's cleared out by Stang. Penalty killing here by Stang has been stellar. Sam Caniff from the circle. Save, rebound, cleared out by Stang. The save made that time by Bennett, and the puck immediately iced, which wastes a lot of time. Here's Freights now. Flying into the offensive end. Freights to the net. Out in front, Martin off his skate. Now he tries to throw it in front. Block back into save. Rebound Howarth. Another save by Bennett. Now Reed Martin to Caniff. Caniff back to Reed Martin. Back to Caniff. Caniff out in front. Score! Back door to make it 3-2. An open net on the backside, and it's finished off by Howarth. And there's Howarth, the second goal of the night for him. And that makes it 3-2. No way you're going to stop that. So Stang gets one player back. The Indians still have a 5-on-4 for another minute 25. So the fact that they got the goal so quickly. Here's Martin to the net. Shot off the side of the net. Now another centering pass here by Howarth. Goes all the way out to center ice, and now Josh Nelson has it. Nelson to Howarth. Reed Martin into the offensive end. Freights. Nelson. Nelson shot. Bounces high in the air and over the net. Reed Martin for Dartmouth. Seamus Marshall in the corner. Indians moving out of the corner with it. There's a shot high and wide. Is deflected up off of the netting. And a face-off coming up. So the Indians capitalizing on the 5-on-3. As I said, it kind of felt like a must-goal situation. I suppose it wasn't because there's so much time left on the clock, but you're trailing 3-1 going into the third period, 15-minute periods. You have a 5-on-3. You better put it in the net. Right off the face-off, saved by Bennett. Joey Pacheco. Back to the point, Caniff. Now Sam Caniff. In the corner. Played back. Luke Caniff. Back to Sam Caniff. Wrist shot through. Score! Sam Caniff ties it at 3. Caniff got a good look at the net, and he picked the top corner. And there's Sam Caniff giving it the windmill there at center ice. Senior really enjoying that one, and it's 3-3. Back-to-back power play goals for the Indians. Well, those power plays really helped the Indians. 3-3, third period. Indians on the offensive end. Luke Caniff. Howarth. Reed Martin. Back to Howarth. Couldn't collect from Nelson. Now here's Ben Saunders. Saunders into the offensive end. Looking up by Nelson. Howarth back the other way. Nick Howarth. Howarth gets hit. Taken away. Cleared out that time. Nice defense there by Tyler Beck. So here we go. Dartmouth and Stang tied 3-3 in the third period. What else is new? Justin Gouveia coming out of the corner. Ryan Martin at the point. Stopped here. Shot through. Blocked by Nelson. Brandon Cardelli into the offensive end here for Bishop Stang. Played back there by Luke Caniff. Long pass. Kai Andre, the freshman, into the offensive end. Puck goes up onto the netting. Off the stick of Dylan Aguiar. Face-off coming up. So the Indians capitalizing on the back-to-back power play goals. The first couple minutes here of period number 3. To take a 3-1 deficit and immediately making it into a 3-3 tie. Here's assistant coach Paul Brussel's my former partner up here in the booth. Helping out Coach Gouveia, and a big hit that time by Seamus Marshall as he drops John Gamache to the ice, standing him up at the blue line. Jedry now against John Gamache on the faceoff. Charlie Camisa goes down as Dylan Aguiar goes behind the net. Seamus Marshall, long pass up ahead. Quinn Pine, down deep, Jamison Lima. Lima up on the wing, looking for Cullen Larrabee. Quinn Pine with it now. Center ice to the Dartmouth end, slid down on Bennett. Dylan Aguiar now for Bishop Stang. Taken away here by the Indians. They couldn't get a shot off. Hayden Simmons plays it all the way ahead, looking for Quinn Pine. Sam Caniff for the Indians collects. Sam Caniff on the far wall. Indians can't move it out. Cluster of players on the corner. Now the Indians come out through center ice with it. Play is offside as the pass was made over to John Bicho. It looked like Aiden Simmons was knocked down at the Bishop Stang blue line. Slow to get up, and now he'll head to the bench. And it is going to be a penalty against Dartmouth. And it's going to be number 15, Cullen Larrabee. I believe it was a unsportsmanlike penalty. So that's a bad mistake there by Dartmouth. They just got back into the game on the back-to-back power play goals, and now they find themselves in the box and Stang with a chance here. This is their first power play of the game. A chance for Stang to answer back here. Face off to the right of Kearney. Shot blocked, not from the point. Down low. There's a shot. Gouveia. Oh, he fanned on it. He didn't get a good wood on that one. Now Saunders. Saunders with a blast. Wide of the net. Justin Gouveia lays it down into the right wing corner. Stang looking to make a move. Across. Taken away by Reed Martin. Loose on the slot. Backhander wide of the net. Now it's Tyler Beck. Back to the point, Cardelli. Here's Saunders. Saunders with a shot off the glove of Kearney. Bounces behind the net. Stang looking to play it out in front. Here's Saunders. Saunders down to the circle. Martin all the way across. Gouveia, one-timer. Saved by Kearney. Now out of the corner. Loose puck in the slot. And it's taken away by the Indians. And here comes Freight. Short-handed opportunity. Saved by Bennett. Oh, the one-timer that Gouveia had set up beautifully. And Kearney came across and made the save. Now Martin. Stolen by Reed Martin of Dartmouth. Reed Martin killing some time off. Cuts to the net. Reed Martin in front. Knocked aside by Bennett. Seamus Marshall. Jack Jedry now for Bishop Stang. Poke check there by Howard. Simmons couldn't get it by the Dartmouth bench, and it looked like it went off of Coach Martin. But how about this one-timer setup all the way across to Justin Gouveia? And look at that. Oh, what a great save by Kearney. As he timed the post-to-post move, got a good push off, and made the save on Gouveia. 37 seconds left on the Bishop Stang power play. Puck slides down wide of Kearney. Jameson Lima plays it around to the far side. It goes off of Govea's stick and up onto the netting, and a faceoff will be called to the left of J.P. Kearney. That was Quinn Pine getting his stick on that one. Faceoff, 27 seconds left on the power play. First shot through, deflected wide. And it's cleared out by Dartmouth with 20 seconds left on the Bishop Stang power play. Seamus Marshall now for Stang. Dylan Aguiar too far ahead. And it is going to be icing against Bishop Stang, a team that's on the power play, but only 6 seconds left on the Stang power play. The faceoff will be down in the Stang end. So it looks like the Indians will kill off this penalty with only 6 seconds left. Colin Larrabee will be coming right back onto the ice. Nick Howarth getting the faceoff. Bouncing puck, Josh Nelson flips it right back in as the penalty expires. Larrabee taken away. Here's Justin Govere. Goes hard into the corner. Nelson leaves it. Larrabee. Caniff up on the wall. Flipped out by Dartmouth. Ryan Martin gets it. Stopped here by Ben Saunders. Center ice area. Stopped here by Josh Nelson. 8:20 to go in the period. 3-3. Justin Govea tries to get by Caniff. Caniff slides it in. Puck banked out. Josh Nelson back to get it now for Dartmouth. Chipped ahead here by Cullen Larrabee. I believe they said that you didn't get a piece of it, so looks like it's going to be an icing against Dartmouth. 8:01 to go. Staying with leads of 2-0 and 3-1, but two penalties there by Stang. One a major. The Indians getting a 5-on-3 and a 5-on-4 goal back-to-back to start the period. Here's Charles Camisa out in front. Jameson Lima hops over his stick. Aiden Simmons back the other way. Quinn Pine in the corner out in front. Loose puck. Saved by Kearney. Oh, that was a dangerous centering pass. Here's Freites on the counterattack. Freites! Nice check that time by Dylan Aguiar. Now Reed Martin out in front of Freites. Oh, he fanned on it. He wound up and just couldn't get wood on it. Now Freites. Now low tip. Save that time by Bennett. Oh, Charles Camisa got a piece of that and changed the direction of the puck. Now Jedry. Drop pass. Puck fired in. A delayed offside. And finally, the official calls the offside. Face-off outside of the Dartmouth Indian blue line. Tell you, anytime you get a shot and there's a deflection or a tip or something like that, changes direction. A lot of times these tips have been changing speed. All of a sudden, it's like a fastball turning into a changeup, and goaltender with no time to react. Bennett and Kearney, they've both made some great saves tonight. Puck slides down here on Bennett. Directs it wide. And it is going to be an icing call, as the official saying that the puck was cleared in from, no, it was an offside, outside of the blue line. So a face-off right outside of the Stang blue line. 6:56 to go in the game. Dartmouth won the first meeting between these two teams 2-0. This one at 3-3. Behind the net it goes. Here's Ben Saunders now for Stang. Stopped here by Martin. Ryan Martin. One of the Spartans. Forecheck here by the Indians. Joey Pacheco. Now a chance here for number 15. That is Brandon Cardelli. Saved by Kearney. Oh, and a follow-up there by number 28, Beck. Now Martin keeps it in. Bouncing puck in the slot. Saved by Kearney. Loose puck. Is it in? No goal. The puck was bouncing behind Kearney. And the official was right there and watched it the whole time, and there was no goal. Oh, I don't know how that puck didn't go in as it was bouncing behind Kearney. Let's take a look. Kearney had it, and then it became loose. And look at this. Look at this. Oh, he reached back with a paddle. And I believe one of the defensemen's stick was there too, and the official was right there waving it off. So close. Once it got behind Kearney and it was bouncing, he turned around and with the paddle of the stick, dove back and somehow kept it out. Face off to the left of Kearney. Centering pass, one-time shot, blocked in front that time. Nice defensive play by Dartmouth. That was Jamison Lima. Lima gets it out to center. Here's Howarth. Nick Howarth into the offensive end. Howarth trying to make a move that time on Dylan Aguiar. Freights throws it across, intercepted. Here comes Quinn Pine. Quinn Pine taken away by Freights. Freights back the other way for Dartmouth. Freights trying to cut to the net. Stop out in front. Martin tried to get a redirect. Reed Martin behind the net. Aguiar now for Stang. Stopped here by Howarth. Howarth tried to make a move. Gets drilled from behind by Simmons. Now a chance here for Pine. Pine's shot goes wide. Up and down action. The team's trying to get the win. Now to the slot. Out in front. Great save by Kearney. Oh, the pass by Gouveia. And the save by Kearney out in front. Robbery by Kearney. There's the senior, J.P. Kearney. Beautiful setup that time in front of the net. Now watch this. Gouveia with a tremendous backdoor pass. And I believe that was Tyler Beck who was robbed. And now we have a timeout here taken by Dartmouth. Wow, what a stop that time by Kearney. That was a great pass by Gouveia, right? Because he was on his backhand, and it was almost like a no-look backhand pass out in front. And his teammate had the open side, but Kearney read it, and Kearney got over there and made the stop. And, of course, a chance here earlier for Stang. The puck somehow got past Kearney. Now look at this. Kearney is reaching back, and then it looked like one of the defensemen was there. You see Nelson is there. How close was that? And that was Luke Caniff. Luke Caniff was the Dartmouth Indian player that was behind Kearney trying to help Kearney as Kearney reached back with his stick. And Luke Caniff was there. Josh Nelson came within inches of going over the line as we take a look at 22-year veteran head coach Mike Capello. 30 years as a coach in the program. He did about 8 or so as an assistant coach and is now in his 22nd season as the head coach of Dartmouth. And we get a look at Coach Ken Gouveia. Quite a bit of experience as a hockey coach, spending a good bulk of the 1990s as the head coach of New Bedford High School. Was an assistant coach under Greg Tugas, then took over the program as we look at Brian Rose. Then was an assistant coach at UMass Dartmouth under John Raleigh for many years and has now been the head coach here at Bishop Stang. So I don't know, what is that, 30 years of hockey coaching experience at both the high school and college level. Also had a few years as a head coach up at Framingham. So there's a lot of experience on those respective benches over there. Face off now to the left of J.P. Kearney. It's like the official is throwing both of the center icemen out of the face-off circle. Now he's throwing the second group out. So now we're down to our third group. Reed Martin couldn't get it out. Now he does. He gets it out to the neutral zone. Josh Nelson goes off his skate into the Bishop Stang end. 5 minutes even to go here in the game. 3-3. Dartmouth and Stang. We are live on Dartmouth Community Media. Freights backhands it, but not out. Ben Saunders keeps it in. Taken away by Reed Martin. Now to Howarth. Nick Howarth. Hard into the corner. Howarth down deep. Ryan Martin behind his own net. Plays it around side. Here's Caniff. Stopped here. Freights. Wrist shot. Saved by Bennett. And Bennett ties it up for a face-off, which will be to the right of Stang. Take a look at Freights, man. He has just got some speed. He's small. He's fast. And he's got some skill. And he came around and he got that shot, but Bennett was watching it the whole way and made the save. Now a chance here for Stang. A breakout here by Pine. Saved by Kearney. Quinn Pine broke out, stole the puck, and went all the way down. Now Simmons. Simmons plays it down on the corner. Pine couldn't get it. Simmons tries to keep it in. The Indians looking to break out the other way. Almost a big mistake there by Dartmouth with 4.5 minutes left. Dylan Aguiar slides it down. Puck goes on Kearney. Sam Caniff up on the wing. Taken here by Dartmouth. Jamison Lima plays it around. Stopped here by Seamus Marshall. Simmons couldn't get it past number 21, John Gamache. 3:40 to go in the game. Long pass up ahead. Sam Caniff, the senior defenseman, goes back to get it here for the Indians. 3.5 to go. Long pass ahead goes right by everybody. And that's going to result in a face-off all the way down the Dartmouth Indian end due to the icing. So again, these passes that don't connect that result in icings, they can come back to haunt you with these face-offs all the way down in your own end. Reed Martin is going to take the face-off here against Brandon Cardelli. Face-off, there's a blast. Govea wide of the net. Here's Caniff, gets hit by Martin. Saunders behind his own goal here for Stang. Luke Caniff couldn't keep it in. Reed Martin goes back to get it. Reed Martin leaves it for his defenseman. 3 minutes left. Now Nick Howarth looking for Reed Martin. Reed Martin in the corner, out in front, loose pocket, hit the defenseman, and then went off the side of the net. Now it goes back. Here's Nelson. Nelson with a shot. Save, rebound, and a shot off the side of the net by Freights. Freights out of the corner with it to the net. Saved by Bennett. Saunders near side, cleared out. 2.5 to go. Team's getting their chances now. Here's Ben Saunders. Saunders looking for Govea, broken up. And here comes Howarth. Howarth out of Freights. Freights to the net. Freights leaning in, out in front. And it's intercepted and skated away by Martin. Now Gentry. That was Quinn Pine, rather. Now it's Caniff. 2:10 left. Gentry leaves it by Martin. Now Quinn Pine. Martin slides it down. Jamison Lima behind the net for Dartmouth. 2 minutes left in the game. Joey Pacheco behind the net, loose puck. Now Lima. Up ahead, looking for Cullen Larrabee. Larrabee cutting to the net. Larrabee, save, rebound. It goes wide as Bennett robbed him. There's a shot, save on Howarth by Bennett. And it's cleared out as Seamus Marshall chips it away. Couple of big chances there by Dartmouth. Now it's Aiden Simmons with a shot and a save by Kearney. Seamus Marshall to the net. Take it away. Here comes Freights. Freights poke check that time by Seamus Marshall. Now Reed Martin. Reed Martin to the net. Martin behind the net. And let's see what's happening. Are they calling too many men? They are. They're calling too many men on the ice as the Indians were trying to change up. And someone came off that Dartmouth bench and started to skate into the offensive end with it. And because the puck was played, the official had no choice but to call the too many men. So how about that? Too many men on the ice with 1:14 left. So Stang has a chance here with 1:14 left to get a power play goal to win the game. You can see Coach Capella with his hands on his head thinking, oh, man, this is a difficult mistake to have been made by the Indians. But the problem is that before the Indian player got off the ice, the other one came on, and usually you're going to see, and you see the Dartmouth Indian bench talking about it, Coach Rose and Martin and Tyler Martin, and then you see Coach Capello. Ordinarily, you're going to get that, 10 feet of leeway, but the problem is the puck was over there, the door opened, the Dartmouth player jumped on the ice and skated away with the puck before the other player was able to get off. And here it is right here. See that? The other player is not off the ice yet. And the Dartmouth Indian player that came off the bench played the puck immediately. Right. I mean, we're looking at it and people are actually counting maybe 7 players. But really, it was the fact that the player, looks like Reed Martin, he came off the bench and immediately took the puck and skated away before the other players were able to get off the ice. So, big opportunity here for Stang. I mean, the power plays have been important because the Indians got 2 power play goals to cut that 3-1 lead to 3-3. So now Stang will get a chance here. Of course, the Indians, if they have a chance to get a shorthanded, they'll try it. Ben Saunders now. Saunders to the net, blocked in front. Govea looking to center it out in front. Stopped here by Howarth. Howarth couldn't get it by Saunders. Saunders plays it across to Ryan Martin. Back to Saunders. Saunders down to Govea. Govea down deep. Cardelli back to Govea. Govea with a blast. That was deflected up and out of play. And face-off will be coming up. Govea looking to get a blast, and it hit a stick and went up and out of play directly into the ceiling. 51 seconds left. Face-off, Govea. Back to Saunders. Saunders now to Martin. Martin, wrist shot. Saved by Kearney. And Kearney hangs on with 44.6 seconds left in the game. Another exciting finish between Dartmouth and Stang. There is senior defenseman Sam Caniff coming onto the ice. Howarth taking the faceoff for the Indians. In the corner, Josh Nelson behind the net. Caniff blasts it around. Stopped here by Saunders. Saunders across to Ryan Martin. Martin all the way across, looking for Govea. Shot goes off of his stick, up onto the glass. Govea couldn't collect, and now a chance here for Dartmouth. Howarth was thinking about skating out with it. Stopped here by Saunders. Saunders to the net. Shot goes over the crossbar. 20 seconds left. The Indians hoping to break back out shorthanded. Behind the net. Stang looking to move it out in front. Caniff flips it out. Here comes Freites. Freites tries to get down there. Only 5 seconds left. Freites comes out with it. Freites can't get it. Freites leaves it for Martin. And the buzzer sounds, and the game is over. And now we have some action going on here between Brandon Cardelli and, I believe, J.C. Freites. This thing's got a little testy. Now, ordinarily, when Dartmouth and Stang have their tournaments, they'll play a short overtime, but I do not believe that is going to be the case. And the game is over, and it is a 3-3 final between Dartmouth and Stang. And you see some of the players. Jack Jedry, he's a Dartmouth resident, and of course all these players know each other very well, and they're congratulating each other. J.P. Kearney there, you see the goaltender, Jack Jedry. Freites congratulating each other on what was a hard-fought game, and of course from the Stang point of view, the 5-minute major penalty, which gave Dartmouth that 5-on-3, allowed Dartmouth to come back and score those 2 power play goals that tied the game to 3. And then, as you know, each team had great opportunities after that, but the game ends in a tie. So let's do a quick recap on the scoring. Brandon Cardelli from Tyler Beck and Justin Govea to make it 1-0 Stang in the first period. Then Tyler Beck scored from Justin Govea to make it 2-0 at the end of 1. Dartmouth cut the lead on a goal by Nick Howarth from Josh Nelson and Reed Martin to make it 2-1. Jack Jedry then gave Stang a 3-1 lead as Jack Jedry scored from Simmons and Pine. But then at the very end of the period, there was the 5-minute major penalty on Noah Gridson. In addition, a 2-minute penalty on Ryan Martin. So the Indians scored 2 power play goals, one on a 5-on-3 by Nick Howarth with 13:49 to go, and another one by Sam Caniff to tie it at 3. And then for the last 12 minutes or so, each team getting one opportunity after another. But the goaltenders equal to the task. Kearney making 2 tremendous saves, Bennett making a number of great saves at the other end, and the game ends in a 3-3 tie. So the final score again, it's Dartmouth 3 and the Bishop Stang Spartans 3. Our next game will be Friday, if you're watching this live, this Friday at 5 p.m. when Dartmouth takes on the Durfee Hilltoppers. I'm Paul Santos for Dartmouth Community Media. Thanks for watching, and good night from the Headland Arena.